Technology is great until it's weaponized. Yesterday, I went to IKEA with me and my children. We're checking out. We have $35 worth of merchandise. Out of the blue, out of all of the people in the line, we were stopped for a random check. One thing about me, I don't play them games. I'm very, very careful with self-checkout for that very reason. So the lady comes over. She was like, yeah, we just have to do a random check. So I'm like, okay, sure, go right ahead. So she does the random check. And I'm like, what initiates these random checks? What makes the system, pick who they're going to randomly check? And she was like, oh, it's just random. It just goes through and picks anybody. I'm like, okay, cool. So I finished checking out. I'm walking to my car and I'm like, something don't feel right. Because if you know IKEA, there are thousands of people that go through those lines, right? And I'm talking about people with big beds, with couches, with larger, expensive items. And I had $35 worth of merchandise. And I'm thinking, why is this thing stopping me? And I have not seen it stop anybody else as long as we have been standing in this long line. So as I'm walking to my car, it doesn't set right with me. And I'm usually not that type of person to go back and be like, oh, can I talk to the manager? But this time, my spirit wasn't settled. Came back upstairs. I asked to speak to a manager. It took him about 15 minutes to get down. And when he's walking to me, he says, oh, I heard I was summoned. I'm like, summoned? What? Okay, a little weird, but we're going to keep this thing going. So I asked him as well. I was like, what generates the random searches coming through the line? And he was like, oh, it's just computer generated. It just, basically every now and then, every so amount of customers, it just starts to randomly check different people or telling a manager to come and randomly check people. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting, because I was in this line for quite some time. I have not seen anybody else get randomly checked. Not to say it doesn't happen. Then when I had to wait an extra 15 minutes to speak to the manager, I'm watching too. I'm watching the line. No one else is being randomly checked. And I'm talking about people are walking out with couches, with beds, with desks, with things that are very expensive. My whole point of this story is to tell you that these AI systems are created by humans, right? These AI systems are coded by a particular people that don't necessarily look like us, don't necessarily think like us, don't necessarily have the same spirit as us, right? So yes, I'm talking about race right now, but these things are going to get a lot more deeper down the road. These things are not going to just target Black people down the road. This thing is going to start targeting those that don't have the mark. When you go through that line and they detect that you don't got the mark of the beast in your forehead or in your right hand, it's going to set something off and say, oh, you can't make this purchase. Goodbye. And if you've been through these self-checkouts, you know that they're scanning your whole face. They're scanning your whole demographics. They're scanning your body movement. They're scanning everything about you. And these computers are coded to stop particular people or to stop particular movements that they deem as a risk. So technology is fun. I'm using technology right now to record this video. Technology is interesting until it is weaponized. And that is what's next. They will weaponize technology against us. AI is going to say, you don't have the mark. You can't make this purchase. Come out of this store. You driving in your neighborhood. I know a lot of y'all saw them little blue lights that was put up during COVID, right? Blue lights everywhere. Blue light, blue light, blue light. What you think them blue lights is for? Who used to go to the club back in the day? Who remembers when you used to go to the club back in the day, they used to put that invisible mark on your hand, and then you had to go underneath the blue light to show that you was confirmed? What you think that mark is going to have? What do you think that mark is going to have? It's going to have a marking. That's why it's called a mark. And those that need to see if you have the mark or not will be able to identify you clearly. Whether you're going through a grocery store, passing through one of those AI machines, whether you're driving on the street, and one of them blue lights pick you up. It's about to get real. And this is why God is awakening his children. This is why God is preparing us. Because many of us, his children, his tribe of Judah, the tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel, his true anointed seeds in the earth. He's going to make sure we are positioned in a Goshen. We're going to be in our own areas. We're going to have our own communities again. We're going to have our own land again, so that we're not a part of this. He's going to hide us in his wilderness. He's going to hide us in his Goshen. Where that is and what that looks like right now, I don't know the details of it. All I know is he's preparing us, and you better get ready, because stuff is getting real on top of real. In the mighty name of Yeshua. Have an amazing, blessed, and wonderful day. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.